Factorio. I am SeiferKatt, and we've got to make a little bit of a fix for something real quick because science isn't happening. I was doing my usual scouting this evening, just looking around, making my way downtown, faces passed, but one thing it didn't pass was capacitors. Because it turns out my little aluminium facility that was up here supplies something very important that we just don't have anymore, which is the alumnia. Factorio time indeed. Hell yeah. Welcome, welcome. So we need to get Alumnia, and unfortunately that's going to be... Oh, it's going to be a bit of a shitty belt, but I don't think we've got an Alumnia train, and honestly, why would we? Terrible idea. So instead of an Alumnia train, which actually now that I've said it aloud is probably not the worst idea, but what I'm about to do certainly will be. Which is, of course, to split this and then drag it halfway across my base. Yeah, I can see this is the worst plan, but whatever, we're here now. We're committed. I like how we're committed before I even started. Look, I wouldn't be the king of spaghettis if I wasn't committed on the dumbest shit. The king of spaghettis is just a title I've decided to take today. Excuse me for the sneeze. And I mean, yeah, that's who I am as a person. I am the king of spaghettis. So, if you've got a local king of spaghettis, I'm not going to take their position. I think, I'm not going to like overthrow the reign of spaghetti kings around the world. The great spaghetti kings of Europe, of course, very popular, I understand. We're not going to do that because I think that would cause too much disruption. And I don't really want to start a fight with the great spaghetti kings. Hello, Napth. What's up? Full cap Seif. What the shirt? Do I owe you a what the shirt? Well, I guess I do. All right, well, do what the shirt. Hello. Time for what the shirt. Today's shirt. Oh, the cat's hiding it. If you do this, you don't know what it is. Nah, I'm kidding. I'm gonna stand up. Today's shirt is it's a little bit of a Legend of Zelda one. It is the bad end for, or the bad start, I suppose, for Legend of Zelda. The Master Sword is broken. Evil probably wins. Evil probably wins this day. So, shit. Yeah, that's today's what the shirt. I don't know if it has a name. It probably has a name, but I don't know it. Yeah. I like the shirt. I mean, I like all the shirts I wear mostly. Why would I wear them otherwise, right? It's a confusing statement on life to... You're welcome! Thank you for asking. Hey, Odoba. Welcome with the meow. Okay, so... Redeems hydrate. Well, we've got our fresh water here. It is cold. Good. My room's a bit warm because I put the heater on today and I left it on for a little bit longer than I should have. You know what, if we do this... and then we turn this back around. Oh, shoot. Probably didn't need to be that color, though. Whatever. We turn it around. Yep. We will get to stretching in... Okay, no, we can get stretching now. Ugh, you gotta stretch before you build your factory. Because, I mean, let's be honest. A lot of what I do in this factory is just an absolute stretch, right? Alright. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. Oh geez. Please stop. DJ, please stop the music. Okay. So the question is, are these needed anywhere else? And I feel like the answer is no. This message is highlighted. Yes, it is. It certainly is. You found it. I was always thinking one day someone would find the highlight message function. Do I care about anything on this line? The answer is not really, no. What I will do though is I'll leave this line here. Just for the moment, because this should now make my capacitors again, which is good because I had no capacity for them. But yeah, they're being made. Power continues to be a problem, which we should probably sort out at some point today. Odaba has been chosen as a child name for Crusader Kings. Absolutely. Yeah, that's a good name. It's a good, strong name for a place that is constantly at war because it doesn't have the money. Doesn't have the money to survive right now. So, yeah. Maybe you'll be a Pomeranian king. Who knows? Oh, that family's actually grown quite a lot since it started at one person, and now it's quite a lot of people in that family now. It's pretty exciting. Okay. So that was good. Oops. Well, I picked up something there. It does not matter. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do the underscore, but I'll give it a go. I don't know if it's a traditional, you know, medieval times thing to have an underscore in one's name. I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe everyone had it. Maybe that's what all the cool kids did back then. I just don't know. So what we do need to do after that slight crisis moment was we need to increase the amount that we... Sorry, I'm just trying to fix another crisis moment. Just don't have enough water. Interesting. Well, we can fix that pretty quickly. Odaba underscore... Yeah, we can do that. Odaba underscore cat. We can absolutely do that. That's not a problem. Okay, and that should speed up a lot of the aluminium, because we were really running low on aluminium. Aluminium was a problem. It wasn't really. When we get mass production, we'll start dealing with the mineral dust that we have. So right now, what we do need to deal with, finally, is make these processes so we can continue our science. Because we are men of science, or women of science, or non-gender of science. It's really, it's up to you. The important thing is the science. Like, that's the part that I'm most concerned about, that the science is happening. So what we're going to do, we're going to drive up here, because this is where we're working on my processes. First we're going to crash into a train, which is people of science. You know what? People of science is probably the correct way to go. That's actually really valid. I don't know why I was trying to go with a gender term when you could just go people. Tava underscore cat is what they called you in high school. That's a strange thing for them to call you in high school, but then again, high school was rough for a lot of people, so I can sympathize. What we really do need to do is just add more wind turbines. Now, I made a thing for this. I got this. So the idea is we can just sort of plaster these down, like maybe over here. And then, well, I've only got 14 right now. Noble called you in high school, you had no phone. I only had a phone like quite late in high school, and by then I wasn't really texting anyone, because texts cost 20 cents per text, and I didn't have that sort of money, and I wasn't going to ask my parents for that sort of money, because that's crazy money. 20 cents per text, ridiculous. So I didn't text anyone back then. And then at one point I had a girlfriend. I texted her a lot, and then I had to ask mum for like money, and she was like, "Why? I thought you didn't use your phone." And I was like, "Well, I look, we don't need to discuss why I need the money. Just know that I want money." I wasn't exactly a subtle child. So yeah. But now, texts are nothing, and internet is cheap on phone. Well, cheapish, as long as you don't get too much. So yay. Internet on phones. What a magical thing, You don't even need to use the bloody text services now. Take that, New Zealand cell phone companies. You have been defeated. I've removed your feet. I haven't removed their feet. Disclaimer, SeiferKatt has not removed cell phone company's feet. They still have feet. But he thought about it. Okay, so that's 12. So on average, that's like 12 more megawatts. On average. A little bit more than that. Maybe I should remove cell phone company's feet. I mean, what are they doing with them anyway? That's the real question. Do you think they're even using their feet? I don't think so. We never actually picked up more tanks, so that gives us more... Oh, yes we did. Yes we did. Okay, so that gets the nitric acid out. Why is my power so bad? It's because wind turbines are unreliable. They either put through... Probably not enough... Jump, jump, jump. Not enough wind turbines is actually the answer, so I really need to just drive over there and just get the wind turbines up. Just turn this whole place into a wind farm. That's probably the best idea. That cat. It's got so much jumping to do. Alright. Now I believe this was going to be argon, but we actually don't need argon because it's literally right over there. Yeah, that was the plan. It was going to be argon, but argon to get it from over here. A good joke. Not really. So, now what we've got to do is produce like a bunch of these, and then that'll get us up another science level. Which, as we all know, more science equals more good. I don't think I need to explain that to anyone. I think everyone gets that. Okay, so if we, it's slightly in the wrong place, but they were more in the wrong place when I did that. More Gouda. That's what we're talking about right here. Yep. If you pronounce it wrong, you've just got more cheese. You know, more Gouda. I don't know what's wrong with me either. I'm sorry. Okay, so that will get us somewhat part of the way. We need, how many ingredients do we need to come in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 ingredients. Is any particularly more than the others? Not really. They're just kind of shockingly bad all over. The plan, I think, here is we're going to build a lot of these and then figure it out from there. I'm not quite sure what I'm doing here, but it's looking like a thing that could work. Missing underground belt 3. Yeah, I suppose we still are, aren't we? And that can be put over there. Great. Okay. So this, I don't know how many we'll make, because are these handled inserters? I hope so. Yes, they are. They are long-handled inserters. Those are the long boys, as they like to be known as. And I'm not going to tell you otherwise. They prefer to be called long boys, and I will respect their opinion. That's the sort of person I am. Someone who respects the opinion of my long boys. Okay, so what we want to do is grab some pylons. This is going to be how we fix the power problem. And then we're going to grab... Yeah, I was gonna grab more accumulators, but well, what are they called? Grid batteries, but screw that. Before we grab grid batteries, I want more power turbine things. Let's build more. Let's build more than that. I think that's important. The round boy respects the long boys. That's true. That's deep. Okay. Right. I need nanofabricators. That's what I actually came down here for. Now, I don't think we need too many, but I would like to have some more. They go in stacks of 20. That's a little light, but whatever. Okay. So that will take about half a belt's worth. Not quite, actually. You know what? Let's go for that half a belt, eh? We'll continue this. Like that. And continue this like that. It's not quite even, but that's okay. As long as no one's pedantic around here, no one will mind. I know what I said here, don't worry. I know who everyone is. I know who we are as a community. That's gonna bother some people. And I'd like to apologize, but I'm not gonna. Well, guess we have to ask next stream. Hasn't figured it out yet. It'll figure it out later, don't worry. It'll get there. April's just a little slow today. Okay. So that's going to be the start of this madness. And that'll get half of the stuff sorted. Now the other half of the stuff is going to be... I messed up. Usually. Not helping though, is it? So we've got 2 of the things. We need to get 3 more. Eesh. Okay, so 3 more means we need 2 more ins and 1 out. Goodness gracious. Design this place. Some sort of jester. This factory like a cruel idea of a joke? Kind of. Like 50-50. What I'm not sure of is... Yeah, there's enough room up there. Okay, cool. So we go in... in, and then we need an out. So that needs to be done like that. Right? Yes, that's correct. So then we just need to copy that. And we'll be good. Fool me once, shame on Seif. Fool me thrice, still shame on Seif. Honestly, fool you at all, shame on Seif. Seif just has a lot of shame. Oh, you know what I've missed? I've missed doing those bits. I've missed the parts where the actual argon, the nitric acid comes in. Always a problem. Never do that. If you've forgotten to put your nitric acid in, you've messed up. Weird A's. Oh, was this happening again? I just assumed it was like within the timeout of the bot. And I was like, yeah, the bot would do that. Okay. Yes, that looks good. Mostly. You know, if the parser doesn't look good, we'll figure it out. I mean, there is a response in there to specifically troll Ghostian, but that's not the one. This is just my bot being like part of me. I think like I accidentally like made the bot be a phylactery, and I may or may not be a lich. So oopsies. Oopsies on the lichdom. I haven't made anything for that one yet, sorry. Oopsies, accidentally became a lich. You know what they say, life's a lich and then you never die. Okay, but once this is complete, then we should be making our electronic circuits, which would be very good. Lich cat bot, yeah. Exactly. Alright, so... This is no blame stream, yeah, bot. Don't blame the bot. The bot has rules. Don't blame it. It's doing its best. Okay, don't blame the bot. It's not a fault for me being shitty. I still don't know how I feel about that. I still agree with what I've written there, so I think I still feel pretty good about it. Oh, I'm glad I solved that riddle for myself. You know, how does Seif feel about what he wrote? Seif is not shitty, that's true. Seif is just having fun. Seif doesn't think he's shitty. He thinks he's not particularly the best at planning, but that's not what shittiness is. And he knows that. And crashes cars. Well, yeah, I've never crashed a real car yet. We'll see. There's still time. No, I don't want to crash a real car. Ever. I was gonna say if I could help it, and I think it's like, yeah, that's the number one thing you can actually choose to do. You can help that. The number one rule of not crashing cars is don't crash car. It's not that difficult. I've got some fiberglass here that I don't really know what to do with, so I'm just gonna put it here and the factory will figure it out. Because the factory's pretty smart that way. Now, I've got a problem. Is science still stuck? Science should be going. Can't help it, you've been crashed into twice. The baby version of Don't Burn Your House Down. Well, funny you should say that. I was playing Project Zomboid yesterday and I was trying to burn a house down. In the end, the joke was whenever I went into a bar, I would just throw a Molotov and burn the bar down. It was pretty fun. I don't know if Project Zomboid is something I do on stream. I was just playing with a couple of friends, or just rather I was playing and a couple of friends were heckling me. Really, you wonder how I got this, how the stream experience started? It was pretty much that way. It's like a stream without the stream. But yeah, and I just kept burning down bars because I thought it was funny. And I'm like, why do you keep doing this? I was also playing what I called Sonic Any Percent, which is whenever I killed a zombie with a gold ring, I'd steal it. Because that seems like the appropriate thing to do. Okay. You know, if a zombie has a ring, it's your ring now. Okay. Okay, that should fix our science. Science should be progressing again. We've got a bunch of labs for some reason. I don't know why. Is Don't Burn Your House Down an actual game? For some reason, just based on the name, it makes me think of that like parent simulator game where one person plays the baby and the other one person plays the parent and the baby's just trying to murder themselves. Why is that a game? And why haven't I played it? Asking the big questions today, Seifers. Hey, Veldak. Got all the sound effects going. Man, people are liking this cat, and I gotta say thank you everyone who has been using the cat. I think this cat's been like my most like used emote that I've got, and thank you. I showed my cousin the other day that people were using the cats, and she was very excited about it. So, you know, thank you for your support, of course, but thank you for using the cats. Especially the long cat. I think the long cat's pretty popular. As it damn well should be, right? Because, I mean, who doesn't love a long cat? Okay, so, power is sorted. It's sorted, mate. Um... Okay, that's pretty good. Chlorine is the weirdest resource. Like, is this a video game or is someone actually trying to burn down a house? This is the part that I'm getting confused about. I assume it's a video game. Because, boys, that's about as high stakes as Russian roulette. Can I see? I can! I can see it. I can see it over, like, the course of a month or a week or just any time. I can see it. And I can see it, the amount used on the channel and the amount used outside the channel. It's not a video game. Jeez. That's a concerning game. But yes, that information is all at hand. It's quite easy to find. Was it twisted? Okay, good, good. Now we need to work on... we're just a second too late on that. Okay, that's fine. You shall adjust my emote stats. I mean, feel free. The long cat, of course, does have the most usage, which would make sense. Well, the middle of the cat has the most use over the last week, because and that makes sense because, you know, the middle of the cat is the part that people use it the most. I mean, look, if you're using the emote because you enjoy it, I mean, that's, you know, that's not fudging the stats. That's just using an emote you like. And I'm 100% down for that. I just want people to be happy, you know? Here's how you lose a game of Don't Burn Your House Down. Oh goodness. Oh no. Yeah, that's yeah, you can absolutely lose the game of Don't Burn Your House Down with that sort of behavior. That'll do it. That'll do it indeed. Goodness gracious. Okay. That's terrifying. And then the last thing we want is ceramic powder and... Oh wait, actually hang on, we've got ceramic powder in my inventory. Get that out of the way. There we go. Awesome. Ceramic powder and the last stuff, which is over there anyway. Okay, that's perfect. That's exactly what we wanted actually. Yeah, no, they've definitely lost the game of Don't Burn Your House Down. If that house is going to be in trouble. Keen players of the sport, you know, every now and then you love to see someone who just loves the sport so much. You know, it's like the boxing from Frog Fractions with Andre Felipe, who invented the punching strategy. If you guys haven't played the original Frog Fractions, not that it really was a Frog Fractions 2, but if you haven't played Frog Fractions, it is definitely worth your time. There's a bunch of stuff in there that's confusing. Yeah, Frog Fractions was odd. What are you? Oh, this is Firestarter. Okay. I was like, is this the real thing? Like someone has powers? I don't know why, but my first thought was someone actually has powers in real life. What the heck? But yeah, that's where my mind went. It's bright for a while, but then eventually the fuel runs out, I'd imagine. Okay, so we're good here. We probably need to... Let's get rid of this iron ore that we're just carrying around with us for no real reason. Clunk. Eventually we just collect a bunch of crap that I don't want. And while it's kind of funny, I don't want it. So let's get rid of it. Clunk. Is it important to say clunk every time I hit something? Yes. Next question. Do we carry roboports on us? No, we also don't have any logistics bot. Oh, we do have a hangar, sorry. Goodness gracious. Gotta give them weird names, do we? Oh, okay, and the bots will... Okay. Oh no. Okay, let's go collect bauxite from the end here, because apparently we have a bauxite problem. Problem is we shouldn't have bauxite. Odaba, what have you done, Odaba? What have you done? Odaba, what have you done? Why have you used it 1,970 times? Actually, better question, how have you used it so many times? This is why you don't tell anyone anything, isn't it? You guys are just evil geniuses, just going nuts over there. Yeah, damn right he's playing no game. Odaba got no game. Goodness gracious. Tragic, quite honestly. Well, he got his answer of how quickly it updates, I suppose. But now I guess if I don't know if people are actually using it, I guess I just have to delete it now. Because I don't know if people are actually using it. That's good. I'm glad you enjoyed the movie. I am trolling, of course. I'm not getting rid of that one because clearly I see people enjoying it. Please don't. I'm glad you are enjoying messing around with it, though, for what it's worth. Alright, how much for an election result? Yeah, actually, you know what? We're coming up to an election. How much? This is what they say about foreign intervention and election results, isn't it? They're talking about Twitch streamers. Those Twitch streamers always changing election results. Don the mask? We can absolutely don the mask. There you go. Mask has been donned. Okay, we need optimization 3, which is going to give us, the fun thing is going to give us more modules. More modules is good. I like modules. I can talk about things anonymously. No, I'm not too worried about the election that's about to happen. It's going to do what it's going to do, you know. Hopefully it goes well, but honestly, if it doesn't, it doesn't. I mean, that's the whole point of democracy, right? Everyone's allowed to say. And right now, the thing I say is, why is this train jammed? Why did it even go? Oh, because that train went and that confused everything. Oh, well, have fun in your meeting. If that's possible. We need to get rid of the bauxite, and that will clear up my inventory for things. Thank you for following Andy Gaiman. How you doing? How's your streams going? What is that? It's the cat mask. I know, right? It is a reward that people can have. Usually my face looks like this, but I've been told to wear the cat mask, so I'm wearing the cat mask. Yeah, I don't really have an explanation for you beyond that. To be honest. Oh yes, thank you for giving the shout out to Andy. How's the K2, right? Is what you're working on? How's that going out for you? Okay. Oxide. It'll do its thing, I suppose. Space Exploration K2. Sorry, yes. You gotta do the full thing, don't you? Don't half-ass it. K2 and SE. I don't know if I've ever seen anyone do just K2. Like, I've seen someone, admittedly someone very handsome doing SE, but K2 without SE? Haven't seen it. YOLO. Okay, so. We are so close to getting mass production, which is going to be very exciting. So what I'm going to start doing now, actually, is I'm going to start preparing where I'm going to put all this mineral dust. Because we're going to burn it all off, because we got to burn off this mineral dust at some point. So around here somewhere, my base is very spaghetti. This is why I got excited when you were doing spaghetti in your base, Andy. Because my base is absolute spaghettis. And there was a time where I tried not to make it spaghetti. There was a time a bus was used, and there were great times that made the people go, "Is Steve doing a bus?" And then the answer was only for a little bit. 7 gigs of 32 just on Factorio. How the hell did I run on an 8 gig computer back in the day? That's a weird question. How did I do that? But I did. Back in the day being like 2 months ago. It's a mysterious world, full of confusion and terror. Okay, you know what? I've had enough. I'm crashing into things, and I only crash into things when I've got the mask on. That's not true. I crash into things all the time, regardless of mask. Yeah, train base is probably better. I like spaghetti base. It's more... well, I've got a train base, but I don't have, like, city grid. I don't really like a city grid base. No offense to those who do like city grid, of course. I know, Andy, you were doing a bit of a city grid thing. But I like just train lines that go off into random directions because, I like the feeling of inadequacy when my entire network collapses because I didn't signal correctly. I don't really know what to make of that either, honestly. But that's where I'm sitting in life. Have I tried a macaroni base? What's a macaroni base? I can't say that I have by that answer. Okay. Oh, a pipe is in the way. Get out of the way. It's like a spaghetti base, much tastier. That's bullshit. Spaghetti base is super tasty. Ain't nothing tastier than a spaghetti base. Alright. I mean, there's probably a lot of things tastier than spaghetti base. For instance, actual spaghetti. Okay, so this is going to be for my mineral dust. So we're going to clear out a lot of this. We never made our glycerol. Maybe we should do that now. Because we would like to have explosives. Okay, you're always going to look at me. How about you get some work done instead of looking at me, robots? Thank you. And clear up those rocks while you're at it. Underpipes work like no. Belts don't do that. Sorry, pipes don't do that. So what you can actually do is you can connect, say, see, like, for instance, that's actually fine. These two would be connected, despite the fact they're two different types. I don't know why, but I think because the game was designed for only one type of pipe, but multiple types of belts. So I would be saying it's probably no ingredients. Oh, it's outfall. I'll allow that. I didn't like your language there, Andy. Just a heads up. That's fine. Oh yeah, space is a little bit further away. And K2, I understand. That's all right. You were flagged for aggression. It's not the worst thing I've seen flagged. My favorite thing flagged was someone saying I don't like Indian food, and it just said I don't like Indian. It's like, ooh, yeah, I can see why you didn't. Why the thing was like, hate speech. I fucked my is why it was like saying aggression. It does. I don't know. Could be seen as a bit aggressive. I don't know. No, I don't think so. I mean, I understand for Australians, that's just like, you know, normal everyday speech. I know you're not Australian, but, you know, for Australians, that's just everyday conversation. Just gotta put that out there real quick, just before you think I'm insulting you, calling you Australian. Ah, Australians, you get so much shit from me. I'm sorry. I am actually legitimately sorry. I'm not gonna stop, but I am legitimately sorry. So you can read that how you like. I thought I had no chemical plants. Clearly, I did.
Butt kicking, for goodness!
Thank you for following Rubishko. I apologize if I said your name wrong. Yeah, I know you're South African. I heard the accent. So good, man. So good. You know, we all come from where we come from. Can't be judged for that. You know, you can't choose where you start, where you roll in life. You know, you just go into character generator. You know, I think, you know, when you start a new game and you know it's going to be like a roguelike or something, and you're just like, I don't. There's a lot of options here. I don't freaking know what any of them do, and you just click random. You go, yeah, this will do. That's what we all did in life, except we didn't realize it wasn't while it was a roguelike, you only play one game and then the game deletes itself. So we've all kind of made a mistake on that one, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. It's a confusing roguelike where it deletes your save after you're done playing. And the only option you have is to try and make a good save from that. I don't know why I'm going to with a video game analogy. Life is obviously not a game. Life is a roller coaster! And I just got hit by a train. I guess you just gotta ride it. That'll teach me for doing a boy band joke. Yeah, that's on me. You know, the rules, when you play the game of boy bands, you either win or you get hit by a train. That's alright, I'm stronger than a train. I mean, the trains are incredibly slow, so it's fine. Sounds like it rode me. Valid. I mean, who doesn't want to be ridden by a train, am I right? Don't question anything I just said there. Just sort of smile and nod, boys. Smile and nod. Ride the train or life. Yeah. Oh, I know why it was saying I didn't have any chemical. Yeah, it was saying chemical plants because they were mirrored ones. Okay. You either win or you get hit by a train. That's a good quote. Thank you very much for that. We will add that. It's so funny to me every time that number is higher than I never expect that number to be as high as it is, and every time I see it, I always get a laugh about it because I'm like, how is that number so high? What happened? Some idiot just been talking a lot? Yes, some idiot has been talking a lot. But he's haven't been having fun, and that's the main thing, right? So we need glycerol. Glycerol. Get it while it's tasty. Okay. So what we're going to do... Actually, we're just going to make this again. Was that the one someone was saying I was going to get cancelled for one day? Okay, we need pipe 2s for doing that stuff, which is kind of annoying. You know what? We got all the pipe 2s we need, if you think about it. We just replace these with pipe 3s. Pipe 2 to pipe 3, there we go. And we just go like that. And there we go. Just to be clear, I'd like to point out, quote 14, it didn't go well for them. Would have done a birthday stream today. Oh, I'm sorry you didn't get to do your birthday stream. Sorry to hear that. I have the house cat. Meow. Oh, goodness. I really have no idea what the hell I talk about in my streams. That's alright. So then we want to turn this into glycerol. Now, I don't really know what we're doing with it just yet. That's fine, we'll figure that out later. And we do need to get sodium hydroxide through here. Okay. Which is not as hard to do as you'd think. I always think it was going to be difficult, but there it is. Power pole, get out of the way. I've got shit to do, power pole. So say we all. Okay. We've done the thing again, haven't we? Yeah. One day I won't do that thing. I see you, Veldak. I see you. I see you're a man of culture yourself. Man, that is sad how old Battlestar Galactica is now. What was the da 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 meow? That was it. I was like trying to remember the tone of that one. Okay, so wastewater. We at some point we are going to want to use it, but for now I don't care. Then with glycerol, we can make explosives. Nitric, sulfuric, plastic, red wire. I hate it. Unless we make it up here. Sulfuric. We can bring nitric from over there-ish. Nitric acid's around there somewhere, isn't it? I don't know. Okay. So the plan is, this is going to take the mineral dust. So... mineral dust B drop. I assume this has no way of getting fuel. It actually does. Huh. That's not gonna be trustworthy for long, but that's okay, neither am I. I see you, mineral dust. You don't need to be trustworthy for long, just long enough. Okay. Then we need to do a thing. We need to power it, yes. That's the thing you need to do. Okay. Now, dropping off things. We've done dropping offs before, and they work like that. Obviously. Look at that. Perfect. You don't get much more perfect than that. Now, the sludge we do kind of want to keep. We also need to get rid of the hydrochloric acid. Probably. Which the probably is the part that's probably the most concern. Probably. So what we're going to do is we're going to make it go through some flotation cells, of which we have plenty of, so that's fine. Oh, we can't do this yet, can we? Because we actually need to finish the technologies. Fine. And we're going to need to do some of these flotation cells going around the other direction. Yes, okay. So while this is not quite ready to be done, we will prepare. As the best Lion King villain says, as the only Lion King villain says, be prepared. Who's the other Lion King villain? I don't know, Timon and Pumbaa probably. It's the only thing that makes sense. Think about it. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Some people say Timon and Pumbaa aren't the villains of Lion King. Well, I say they got to get their facts in order. Not Australian, just terrible. That's just me giving shit to Australians again. I got to stop doing that. No, Australians will give just as much shit back, so it's okay. I hope they do anyway. If there's one thing I've known Australians for, and I mean this in the best terms, Australians can give just as much as they take. And you know that's the fun rivalry part. You know, they don't just sit back and get teased. No, no, no. They got their ammunition of their own, and that's the fun. I like the brilliant shade of blue for these pipes. Australia, 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 we love you. Amen. Okay, I wouldn't say I love you so much. I accept that you are as you are. That's the best you're getting out of me, Australia. I'm kidding. So my best friends are Australian. That's from Monty Python. Ah. Well, they're British. They used Australia as a place to put convicts. And I'm just going to say, having met some Australians, not all of them that deserved that. My car's up there. Okay. So we really can't continue this too much yet. But what we can do... We don't really have a plan for this mineral dust either, just yet. I don't even know what the time would be like either. 2.5 to make 100 sludge. And then we're going to have to start using sludge for other things. We could turn sludge into wastewater, of course. Are you just going through the quotes you've missed? Totally fine. I'm just questioning. Now the problem is we are not using all the hydrochloric acid, so we are trying to just burn a lot of it away while we make other things. Oh, we're actually fine with... we're just making the sulfuric something? Sodium sulfate. Is science continuing? That's an important question. And the answer is, it could be better. Could be better is a terrible answer. But, an easy solution. Well, there is an available solution, which is just make it better. Make a better place for purple science. Alright. I'd say heal the world, but we are dumping like caustic solutions into the lakes. So we're really not trying to make a better world. And then at some point we're going to make biters, which again, not a better world. It's a significantly worse world. But you know what I say about that? Pfft, it's fine. Okay. 4 things. I don't know why I didn't do this sooner. This is really easy. We do this. Right. That's a good start. And then we're gonna get rid of these. Oh god, stop, 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 stop. Gone mad with power again, my friends. Many of my friends do go mad with power. I don't think it's my fault, but it might be. I'm just so easy to overpower, so maybe it is my fault. I don't know, I'll ask some of them. Okay. That's a large assembler. We don't need a large assembler. Medium assemblers will do fine. As a man of science, I require science. That's kind of how this logic goes. Hello. No. They're not in my pocket. Okay, and that will allow some real science shit to happen. Probably. Hooray! Yep. Panda was looking for my keys. She likes my keys because they're cuter. They got more cats on them. It's the only explanation I've got. Hmm? My cats have more keys. Sorry, my keys have more cats on them. After the string. Or maybe in like an hour. Well, I'll go look for it in an hour. Anyway. So. That has improved my sciences. Good. Yeah, so science stopped for a little bit while we were sorting all that shit out, but now it's been sorted. What we can do is one more row of these. There we go. And here comes the science. How much science does this actually want, out of curiosity? Not much. Knowledge! Knowledge. Suck it down. That's the tagline of, that was the motto of my school when I was growing up. Knowledge. Suck it down. it was only there for a couple of weeks, and then like the Ministry of Education heard about it, and they went, probably don't have your tagline be "knowledge, suck it down." And the school was very confused. There was a big meeting about it. The town, held a meeting about the idea. No one really saw the problem with it, but then they said, "Yeah, we're going to cut funding." So we went back down to knowledge, just fucking take it. And everyone was happier with that. The ministry just went, you know what? Fucking, it's better than what we had, I guess. And everyone was really happy. Yeah. Thankfully, no one really comes by our door very often, but yeah, that's going to happen one day. I would actually take the mask off if there was a knock at the door. Like, I'm not an absolute psychopath. I know we all like to think I'm a psychopath. It's a good, fun joke, but I'm not actually a psychopath. The John Romero School of Kids Who Can't Code Good. Yeah, exactly. We had some weird slogans at school. There were a lot of them like that. I think it's because they kept putting like the stoner drama teacher in charge, and he just. But the thing is, everyone liked the slogans he came with. So just because the Ministry of Education didn't like them, it doesn't mean we should have changed them. But anyway, that's what happened. So knowledge, suck it down, wasn't good enough. Classic government control. Yeah, exactly. That's the way the world should be. Knowledge, get on my belt. That was a bad one as well. That was by another teacher. He resigned shortly after that one. We don't quite know why. That joke is actually really bad. I'm going to get away from that one really quickly. What we are going to do though is we're going to place more of. Oh goodness. Actually, hang on. I had a thought there that was actually pretty good. If we snap to grid, and it was relative, with this. Okay, we are so close to the thing that makes me very excited. Mass production. It's the day we've all been waiting for. Yeah, I may have made some mistakes there. Okay, let's make this thing work properly. So what we still want it to be, the width we want to be 34? No, 33, 32. And the height we want to be 32 as well. Yeah. Does that do what I think it does? Or have I messed it up? No, I think I messed it up more than ever before. No, that's actually what I wanted. I think. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. That's working. You just gotta, you get it eventually. Just fudge around with it and it'll work. That is my policy in Factorio. Maybe one day I'll come up with a better policy, but I'll need another 1,000 hours in Factorio before I get there. Alright, you take care, man. I mean, it works, right? Why mess with a good thing? Oh, it is. Panda just said, "Why fix what ain't broken?" But it is quite broken. I think we can all agree on that. But I like the fact that Panda thinks I make my factory good enough that it's not broken. Like, well, you don't play Factorio. This is the best factory you've ever seen. Oh, actually, no, you've seen other people's streams. Never mind. Damn. Ah, that's good. Okay, we're good. We're good. Panda still thinks I'm good. Well, oh, in her eyes, I'm the best at Factorio, guys. She's delusional. Anyway, moving on. Okay, so we're getting more power line or more wind power up. I think this will be good. I think these wind turbines will at least make my power not fail quite as often. And that's really the ultimate dream, isn't it? That's my dream anyway. When I have a dream for the future, I don't dream big. I dream slightly possible, but only slightly. Yeah. I mean, what, we've got a nice grid of power lines. At some point I might have to take those down, but that's not a big deal. How is science going? Is science going at least a little bit better now? Yeah, it seems like the only slowdown is just because things being moved around, and honestly that's more of a failure of the way I do science than anything else. There will be a time, of course, where I think we're going to move this, but I think for now we're okay. Now, what I'd also like to do real quick is have a look at this, have a look at these numbers. Oh, I've already done this. Oh, well, go me, I suppose. So when mass production's finished, we start burning off all this mineral dust. Might take us a little while, but that's okay. I think we've got another mineral dust place as well, don't we? How many mineral dust stations do we have? Only one, okay. Well, we might get more later, that's the point I'm making. I will go say this to her. Panda, you have a question? Keith is a great Factorio player and great streamer, and since it has to be a question, would you love him less if he wasn't? No, very matter-of-factly. Uh-oh. Yeah? I'm only good... I've been informed I'm great at everything. You don't need to hear what she actually said, and I haven't set up a microphone for her to talk yet. And maybe I never will. Who knows? Maybe that'll be better. Love you too, babe. She actually said I wasn't good at anything else, but she said it as a joke. I know she was joking because she was laughing when she said it. It's really funny, like when me and Panda are playing board games with my friends, the first time that like we were playing board games with some of them, she was being really like brutally mean to me, like just constantly. And one of my friends, a very good friend, was like raised eyebrows and he was like, "Oh, do I need to be, is this a bad place for my good friend to be?" Um, and it was about, it took like 2 or 3 games before he realized, no, this is just their dynamic. He was legitimately concerned though, which, you know, good friend there, right? He was like, oh shit, is my friend in trouble? No. His friend's just into that sort of thing, I guess. Could have made that sound less weird. Didn't. Wish I had. Didn't. I don't even want to be here. This is not where I want to be. This is the wrong place. So we're just doing a tour of the factory right now. But yeah, so Panda is the sweetest person I know, like honestly. But when there's other people, she likes to make a joke, and she's not putting me down. Like she's, you know, it was really funny because when she was being mean to me in front of my friends, afterwards she was immediately like, "Hey, did I go too far? Like, was I being too mean?" I'm like, "No, I understood you were joking. It was fine." She was like, "Oh, okay then," and then she just proceeded to be mean again next time, which was absolutely so much fun. My point here is she is lovely. Even though it may sound like she's not being lovely, she is always absolutely so sweet and caring. And I'm not saying that just because she's listening and she's holding a knife behind me. Because she's not, she tells me. Oh, I'm joking. But anyway, that's enough being sappy. We got a factory to run. We got a factory to F up. Alright, mass production is at 55%. That is very exciting. Get rid of those. Do we want to consider doing another line of miners? And the answer to that is, yeah, actually, why not? So, unrelated to everything, I was like reading about video games the other day, as you do, you know. And I was reading someone talking about the music of Paradise Killer, and I'm like, was that music good? I don't remember it. And so I like checked up on Spotify, and hey, there's the music for Paradise Killer. Damn, that music's rad. Like, I played Paradise Killer, but I forgot how awesome that music was. So freaking cool. You know, it's just like gets the bloody saxophone going, and you're like, oh, so good. Because that saxophone goes freaking wild. It's kind of amazing how wild that saxophone goes. How are we gonna, like, concrete the world? I don't know. I don't really have a plan for that yet. We'll get there. Mass production's at 67%. Oh, it's almost at a funny number. 68%. Oh, it's at almost at a funny number, guys. Any second now. Any second now. It's a yay, there it is. Oh. Shoot. I was focusing on driving. I missed it, guys. The sadness is real. I didn't completely miss it. Nice. Indeed. Okay. So, where am I driving to? Well, maybe I should think of what we're going to do with this glycerol, eh? I actually really need explosive. I need explosives to use the glycerol, but I need the glycerol to make the space. Because I really want to put the glycerol there. So I think what I'm having to do is go and make some last handmade explosives. The question is, will I actually have time to do this? Probably not. Glycerol is like one of those projects that I just work on when I'm waiting for other things to happen. What am I doing with the... Oh, I am still turning it into sand. Okay, good. We're about to have a lot more sludge. I don't know if we've accounted for this yet. We could also change this. Yeah, I don't think we've accounted for how much sludge we're about to make. Forgive me, Father, for I have sludged. Forgive me, Father, I am sludge, apparently, according to Panda. Graphite's still kind of a problem. Okay, well, we can do a couple of things with sludge. We can turn it into crushed iron ore with caustic solution, though. No, gross. We can turn it to sand and waste iron with hydrochloric acid, which is actually pretty desirable. Maybe we won't move it up there. You know what I've done? While thinking about this, I've actually done nothing, and we're now at 92% mass production. I might as well just wait for that last 8% now. Therefore, glycerol, nothing has been done on it. We have not advanced the cause of glycerol at all. Classic Seif. What I am going to do, though, is grab some more yield modules and speed modules, because we are running a little low on those. And then we're going to drive back, and then we're going to do the first mass production in the game. Woot woot! Putting those boxes to work, boys! I got hit by a train! Again! It happens. Don't judge. Don't king shame. We also did not make any glycerol in this time. That's fine. This is important stuff. We don't have any pipes. How am I going to work around fluids without any pipes? Please, someone explain this to me. Explain like I am 5. How am I going to do any liquids without pipes? No, I didn't say don't say explain like... Don't explain to me I am 5, Panda. Panda just says you're 5. Like, it's not quite what I said. Uh, yeah, the good news is after we get this under control, we should just drive straight into that. It doesn't even slow down. Just, hey, how you doing? I'm crashing into this today. I hope that's cool with you. Just, I think it just helps to never slow down. Just never slow down. Just keep crashing. Okay. Yeah. This is the one we want. This is the one we want. Ooh, 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 yeah. So how much do you actually want? You want not nearly that much. That's okay. We can jiggle those numbers in a moment. One thing I'm good at is jiggling numbers. Oh yeah, we actually need the hydrochloric acid. That is kind of the relevant part of this. This is one of the things we were hoping to get rid of. Okay, and pop that over there. Okay, so that's going to make quite a bit of stuff, hopefully. And we will lessen the amount that needs to worry about fluids by just doing that real quick. Okay. So that is going to make a lot of sludge very quickly, and we don't need to unbox these things, which is pretty exciting. So, what we do need to do though is get rid of this carbon dioxide, and we're just going to vent that. Vent away, my good sir. My good hotman. Alright, so now we need to figure out what we're doing with all the sludge. And the plan is actually quite simple. We're going to turn hydrochloric acid into sludge and hydrochloric acid into sand, crushed iron ore, and wastewater. Now, sand turns into rutile, but we need to do that. We need to actually have sulfuric acid. There's no other way to do that. No, no sensible way of doing that. Okay. Sensible way? Seif, get out of my stream. Alright. So now we turn the... Nope. Yeah, no. I like how I was like, yes, no. Alright. You can't do that, right? And recovery. Yeah. Oh goodness, this is the legendary 4 of... Oh goodness gracious. Okay. So, good news and bad news. The good news is... You know, I don't really know what the good news is to begin with, but that's alright, we'll figure that out in a moment. Okay. That gets that out of the way. That's a start. Now, what we also need to do is consider how we're getting rid of... So we get the sand, we get the iron ore. Both are somewhat useful, I suppose. Whatever, it's not like I like you or anything. It's a sand, iron ore. But Baka. Does he have a plan, though? It's honestly a question that any of my viewers probably ask on a regular basis. Or probably they have an answer for it, which is no, not really. But it sort of comes out in the end. Okay. Good start. And then we'll connect that sort of like that. Okay, yep. That's something. Then we need to get wastewater out of the way, because otherwise you've just got all this wastewater. You don't want wastewater. What are you going to do with it? Drink it? That's gross. Don't do that. No, seriously, don't friggin' do that. It's gross. You're better than that. Probably. You're probably better than that. Okay. Wonder if we can... Probably not, actually. I was wondering, can we just put it in a box immediately? No. That's alright. Sand recovery. We can box it later. Don't worry about it. The question is, in terms of... Okay. In terms of sludge, will this do the job? And the answer is, yeah, probably. Oops. I mean, until we boost these numbers. That one's not going. Why not? Because it hasn't been connected properly. Okay, well that makes sense, I suppose. Okay, just keep sciencing, please. You'll be fine. Now the question I've got, sand into rutile. Sorry, no, that's wrong. Sand, as in a box of sand. Yes, there we go. Can we make that into rutile? Not yet. Not for a little while yet. Okay, so we won't worry about that just yet. But what we will do is drag this out of here in a horribly inefficient manner. You know, the classic for SeiferKatt. We'd hate things to be different. Might scare people. I'm not in the mood to scare people today. It's not Halloween yet. Although it's coming. It's coming. You guys dress up for Halloween? I don't know. I don't know how much people celebrate Halloween around the world. New Zealand doesn't really celebrate Halloween, but it's fine. Okay. Yeah, it's going well. I mean, it's not. I would prefer that we weren't using the yellow belts for this, but that's okay. We are using the yellow belts. And then where does the... Oh, there it... Okay. What we're going to do now is we're going to split this with sand going that way. Global corporations celebrate and want us to. I mean, yeah, that's probably true, right? I mean, it's a holiday with candy. How do you not like candy? What are you, a monster? Because monsters love Halloween. I think. I'll get back to you on that one, actually. Monsters may not actually like Halloween. I don't really know. I've never really asked a monster. Okay. So that should give us something. Okay, now I can't help but notice that everything just stopped. Why? Oh, because we never had a plan to get rid of the wastewater. That'll do it. That will indeed do it. Do it! Turn that one back into something else so it's not clogging up everything. Get rid of those. Okay. We've got to do this. In fact, is this wastewater? That's seawater. Weird. Okay. Connect, connect, connect. Do 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 do. Cannot build on shallow water. Well, then maybe don't. You fool. Okay. How much hydrochloric acid does this cost? 17,000 per minute. Whew. That's sizable. I don't think these are going to be running that often, though. Because I think we use more sludge than we create, yeah. And I would say once these actually, once it finally gets through all the mineral dust that's been backlogged for the longest time, which it does actually look like it's mostly done, then we should be okay for a while. And that'll help our rutile production. So the only thing I've got left to worry about now, wastewater. We could turn wastewater into more sludge. Which, how much wastewater are we making? Potentially a lot. Okay. Oh wait, that goes the wrong way around. Wastewater filtration, yes. Okay. And the wastewater can go back through here, down here. Oh, and we're going to have a pump, so that way it doesn't go both ways, because I don't really want it to go both ways. I want this area to be as clean as possible. You know, considering we're talking about wastewater here, but... that'll consume a lot of wastewater. Excellent. And then this can be a sailing buoy. He'll be sailing away. And that just gives me a bit more sludge. So we are actually using our sludge now, which is good. It's like I've always said, just don't abandon your sludge. That's got a few more things to go, but then it'll be good. Okay, so what do we actually need to make next? I would like to see more mass production, because I think that's where we're going to be building in the near future. Other option, well, that's still a while away. Other potentially more meaningful options would be to improve my thermal storage and get the geothermal power working better. Reserve surplus heat. Interesting. We're not reserving any surplus heat. I would like to do that, I think. And this should also, with the amount of hydrochloric acid being used here, I would hope that these aren't running right now, and they're not. Yes, well, okay, they're sort of running. I think they might be running out, though. No, we're still just not using enough hydrochloric acid. My goodness, how much acid do we need to make? Um, I mean, okay, here's a thought. We could always get caustic solution hydrochloric acid over the silica. That will make rutile, which rutile is not the worst thing to be making. Because we are going to need a lot of rutile, I feel. And they are doing their best, of course. I don't think we'd be... Oh, you know what we should do, actually? Here's what we should be doing. We should be building more production... the modules. Because we've got a new level of science. Guild Module 2s. Yes. Efficiency Module 2s. Yes. What else did we recently develop that we can say yes to repeatedly? That's all I really want. Just to say yes. Do I want this? Yes! Haste Module 2s. Okay. Sorry. Yes! Immediately forgets what to say. I would like to yield module these, just because I feel like rutile might be a... Rutile is futile, as they say. And it turns like we've got power problems again. The grid batteries did what they could, but they couldn't survive well enough. Well, another thing we could do is we could always fix this up, because I know this has not been optimized. To do that, we would need to place the substations and go from there. Yeah. So that might be another great thing to do. What do these substations need, eh? Most of that is pretty basic stuff that we have most of that around. So, okay. Um, we make glycerol, it's fine. We've done that, it's fine. Okay, so substation 2. Let's build all of those things, actually. Substation 2. We're going to want pylon 2, pylon 3s? Pylon 2s. And we're going to want power pole 3s. Uh, how's Nihilus abusing me? Look, we're having good fun. We're having a good time, honestly. We are now able to start building things in boxes. We are getting rid of some waste products and making sand and titanium. You know titanium. You deal with it. Look, I'm having fun. That's what I can say. I don't think it's abuse. I'm fine. I can quit anytime I want. And how have you been doing, Kiwi Hawk? It's been a while. Any new developments on the C block front? Anyone come crying to you saying, "Why did you do this to me?" If not, make it a bit harder. Come on. Make them hurt. How does it compare different to C block? Honestly, the only real reason it compares differently is I think because the star I think is a lot more intermediaries, and I'm just struggling on that word. Sorry. And the fact that you need a lot more machines to make other machines, which is a bit strange. Whereas C block, you tend to not need a machine to make a machine unless it's an upgrade. You don't need valves to make pipes, to make tanks, to make, it's not so much that. It's more like you need titanium to build this. Congratulations, you built it. Be proud of yourself. So I think that's really the main difference. But in difficulty, I think the fluid management is a lot more of a struggle. And as I said, things needing other things to build, it wasn't as nasty as it was. No, this is nastier than it was in C block. And that's why you've got like this really sort of weird spaghetti mall. I could have used bots to fix this, but quite frankly, I like it the way that it is. So I refuse to fix it. That's on me. I 100% accept that's my fault. That's fair enough, man. Work comes well, life comes first before, you know, anything else really sometimes. Alright, so it's time to make power poles. Now, substation 2s require power pole 3s and pylon 2s. So that's kind of annoying. But the good news is, do I use Helmod? No, I use Finay. I don't know. That might have been like, do you eat cheese? No, I breathe oxygen. So that might have been a weird thing to respond. Um, well, look, let's start with power poles. Power pole threes, shall we? What? Huh? Can we have a look? Okay, back in a second, guys. I apologize for that, everyone. I am back. I'm back for reals again. All right, so we need to make power poles. It's kind of got the graphic of the medium pole, which is kind of funny. So we need power pole twos, red wires, fiberglass powder, and ceramic powder. Okay, and then we also need to make pylon twos, which are gonna kind of suck. That's okay. We'll figure that out when we get there. One thing at a time, right? Right. So if we get power pole twos and red wires, that's probably a good start. Power pole twos come through there, and I think they're actually going to cut through red wires at some point. Pretty sure there's some red wires around there. There's some red wires. Okay. Okay. We can work with this. So we're going to work with this. And maybe we should go grab more belts, because that was a problem that I literally just had. Or what we could do, rather than go and get shitty old belts, we can use the new hotness that needs fiberglass that we don't have. I just remembered why we shouldn't do that. We don't have fiberglass. See, that's how it works. If you think to yourself, you can figure out your own solutions of why you shouldn't do a stupid thing. I figured it out. I used my brain and found that I was wrong. My brain usually tells me I'm wrong though, so you know, status quo, honestly. Okay, now red wires, they're going to come from over here. In fact, let's just put this back here. I don't think we were quite ready to adjust into standard, blue being a standard, which is okay. We'll get there. Once we have fiberglass being a little bit more stable, that's going to be a more regular thing. Okay, packaging 4. Oh my goodness gracious. I don't know what we're going to do with packaging 4, but hey, that's the only thing we can research right now, so well, let's research it. Okay, fiberglass and ceramic powder. Oh my. So we don't actually bring in ceramic powder, and fiberglass is pretty piss poor, to be honest. If you'll pardon the expression. And if you will not pardon the expression, I'm sorry, I guess. I don't really know where to go with that. So we made all those, which is pretty good, but we're probably not going to continue it for now. Ceramic powder. This is ceramic powder here, right? We not we not put this in trains somewhere? No, we don't put it in a train. Well, I guess we're about to put it in a train then, aren't we? Guess we can put it in a train going upwards. That would probably be pretty nice. This is the worst way to collect things. How deep in the tech tree is logistics system? It's not too deep actually. This is a very long tech tree. It's not very wide, but it's very long. You know what? Rather than do that, if I type request a chest, small demand chest. There we go. So it looks deeper than it is. The interesting thing about this mod, actually, I quite like, is some things don't require tech, they actually need you to build things. And I think that's really fun. Like, oh yeah, you've got the technology to build this, but we actually need you to do other stuff before you're allowed to advance that way. So for instance, oh yeah, you can make bots, but we're not letting you research the next level of bots until you've actually made some bots. And that's both annoying and pretty cool at the same time. Yeah, which is kind of a weird way of looking at it, but how I feel. Kind of like the C-block tutorial text. Yeah, but they do it all the way through the game. Like, for instance, right now, I can't start building new types of energy until I've built place in large tanks. So, yeah, it's like the C-block tutorial, actually, but it's just a lot longer. And there's kind of funny things that happen, like, for instance, this. I built this, I have no desire to use it yet, but I needed to make 100 of them to be able to proceed in tech. So I've just done it. I'll come back to it later when I care. Ceramic powder was the same sort of thing. I didn't really want it when I first made it, but now that I need it, there was a sleep block tutorial. Yeah, the sleep block tutorial is like crush some ore. Um, you know, it says like basic stuff that you should do. Only a tutorial might be a little much. I don't know, but there was like you could like the early text before you actually started needing technology was like just do a thing. Congratulations, you did a thing. Now you get some more tech. Bullet points. Yeah, bullet points might also be correct. But I mean, it was also the thing that makes you go like, hey, you probably need to understand what the hell you're doing here. And so with following these steps, you will understand the basics. Um, not made from actual bullets. No, that's a different mod. That is a very different mod. You're quite right. Eh. Do something like that. Okay. Do it like this. Put that down like there. Put that across into there. Wonderful. Or as the Germans say, wunderbar. You know, when they feel like it. I don't know if they just walk around constantly saying wunderbar. I'm sure that's not actually a thing that happens. Maybe it is. I don't know. I'm not German. Wunderbar! Exclamation mark. Yeah. Please confirm. Please confirm, Gerson. Are we having problems with graphite now? Not really. Although... Hazelnuts. Okay, the problem, I think, is that these are not stack inserters. And now they are. Yes, my children. Consume! And then I imagine we probably need to fuel this train somehow. Using the power of science. And by science, I mean just hydrogen. Light them up! Yeah, must get there before it gets there. Okay. Must get there before it gets there. Yes, that's the sort of eloquent dialogue that you expect here. By the way, I got there before it got there. Very excited about that. Shoot, we're missing undergroundies. That's alright, we'll find some somewhere else. I mean, I suppose if we come over here, we'll find some. And with the graphite coming through a little bit faster, I think that'll... I think that's helping. That's definitely helping. Why do I have an odd number of underground belts? Probably because I was doing some splitting, or because I am the worst. You really love that underground's a slightly longer range in this mod. It makes for great spaghetti. Yeah. I can't disagree with that. We got some spaghetti that'll never be untangled, thanks to this innovation, shall we say. Can you just wait there just for a second? Thanks. And before I never go back to it and I forget. The German sausages, they really are the worst. I've heard that. I have heard that. The days are all 3 vanilla tiers with 4 tiles in distance. Oh god, that's so short. Saw this mod last week and your starting area looks like a crime scene. That's the sort of thing I like. Look, if there's one thing Factorio needs, more crime scenes. Let's slow this down just a bit, because I think that... Oh, okay, sorry, I didn't realize we were going backwards. I mean, backwards is relative, right? You know what I mean. Uh... Really? You guys are upset because this is existing? Let's get rid of it. Not that big a deal. Oh, we've got an extra trash slot now. There's a drug lab mods in the earlier years. Why? Why would you need that? Why would some? Actually, yeah, of course there would be. Why wouldn't there be? All right, so I love how slow the trains are. They're so just delightfully slow. Just gently burning hydrogen. Wait, this was never completed. Right. I was like, why did I go all that way and then not do the thing I had to do? And I'm like, because I did it a different way. Basically running on water. Yeah, they are. I mean, it's not even basically, they literally are. Oh, it's so long. Feels so good when it's that long. Can I not say what I just said there? Can I just go back and strike that from the record? Thank you. Electrified water. Yeah, exactly. All right, so that is that. Ceramic powder pick. Actually, updated. Would we be better to box these? I think we'd be better to box these. Which is going to be a pain in a moment, but that's alright. Doing things incorrectly for a while and then realizing you've done it all wrong is kind of my motto in life. Alright then. Well, thanks for coming by, Kiwi Hawk. Good seeing you. Oh yeah, that's that. I really wish I hadn't done what I've done there. Oh, heck, I can't believe I've done this. Disclaimer, I totally can believe I've done this. That's alright, it'll be solved soon. So boxing is like barreling for normal items. Kind of, yes, but boxing is weird. So boxing, you do fit more items per stack, but later game, I'm not going to say late game, you also start building things directly into boxes. Yep. Wes has conditioned me. So for instance, yeah, so for instance, ceramic boxes can make boxes of other things. So you basically, it's more efficient to create them that way. I don't know why I'm caring about efficiency. That's not the SeiferKatt way, but But also, like, for some things, say, I know this is going, like, way deeper into the game, but, like, for instance, rockets, rather than needing, like, 500 steel, they need 20 steel beam boxes. So, that's the sort of thing. So I'm trying to get used to the idea of everything being in boxes, so that way, when we come to that phase, I'm not trying to box everything on site and I'm just trying to make it more efficient for myself later. Um, which is strange that I'm doing this, but whatever. I could redo a whole bunch of parts of my base to make things faster and more efficient, but quite frankly, I don't think it's worth that at this stage. Yeah, exactly, but you do have to think, like, is it worth redesigning your base to make a box of assemblers rather than just building assemblers? Yeah, exactly. So this part's just going to be compressed into here, but quite frankly, it doesn't really matter too much. This is more being done this way. You've just got titanium. Yeah, I haven't really used titanium yet. I look forward to using it, but it just hasn't happened yet. Yeah, so packaging at first is not super useful, but it does allow things to be moved a little bit more efficient. No, Veldek's around. He was around. Who knows? He was around, that's all I can say. I don't know, and I'm out of words, Wes, with that. Truly without words. Now, so really, Veldek's in his heart. That's what we're saying, right? Is titanium the only way to remove the purple powder? The purple powder is titanium. Well, yeah, but I think there might be just other people as well. But yeah, I'm just saying, Veldek's in all our hearts. I'm just saying what we're all thinking. And no one was thinking that. Okay, good. Now, I think we're not going to be building these into boxes at this stage. I think that requires a little bit more. Oh wait, yeah, making those boxes. Yeah, so we need a fiberglass box, ceramic powder box, three red wire boxes, power pole boxes. We're not doing that. We probably need to figure out where to actually put this train. Needs to be a little bit deeper than that. That's better. And then we just put those there. There's just something kind of satisfying about putting a blueprint down and there's the bots just going BAH! Putting down a bunch of stuff all at once. It's just very satisfying, you know? Unbox the ceramic powder here. Okay. I don't really know if we have much other need for ceramic powder. I didn't really look. The unboxing of the unboxing station, yeah. Ceramic powder. It's needed for quite a few things, actually, it seems. I didn't say that, though. I've never used the editor mode. Like, I actually do not even know how to get to the editor mode, to be honest. I've never figured it out. And then I was like, but do I care? And I was like, actually not really, so I never did it. Why would I use the editor mode? Editor mode seems for people who like to plan things, and I don't like to plan things. And honestly, I'm insulted you think I like to plan. That you dare insinuate that I like to plan. I plan nothing. I thought that'd be obvious. Absolutely, do everything live. Okay, I want to grab some of these as well. Okay. Planning's for pandas. Yeah, Panda does like planning. She's very good at it. Actually very good at planning, Panda is. That being said, I mean, pandas in the wild, like, I'm just talking about actual pandas as opposed to my wife. They don't look like they plan the most. No offense to actual pandas, they don't look like they've got a lot of thought going on sometimes. Because they look like they hurt themselves a lot doing dumb shit. I mean, they're cute as hell, but they do look like they hurt themselves a lot. Okay, so that should be enough to get that train a-rolling. Not a train, I acknowledge, but we're going to fiberglass, right? Fiberglass is a problem. And it's going to continue being a problem. Actually, might not be. Hydrochloric acid does look like it's currently being drained, so... But that being the case... typically means the crushed limestone is going everywhere else, which is far better. Far more useful. Okay, so Papal 3s, Pylon 1s. Okay, it's time to pile on. Everybody, pile on!
Butt kicking, for goodness!
Thank you for following JP1979. Welcome. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. If you just want to lurk, that's totally fine too. Do what you want. If your questions are, why does your base look shit? That's just my life. Nullius needs to borrow some graphics from Angels. It does, yes. It does indeed. Okay. Oh, we need Transformers, and I don't know if I can ever place Transformers without going, Transformers! So, I could... that's a problem. Not a problem they tell you about, but it is a problem. Okay, I need steel cables. They're right there. I won't call people out in chat, but apparently Wes is absolutely going to call out Veldak. That's alright. Veldak knew what he was in for. He might not have actually known what he was in for, but that's alright. Looks like stone's going okay right now. In fact, why are we still... Why is this going? I would have thought that wouldn't be going right now. And I'm a little concerned that it is. Anyway, that's enough mask. Gosh, it's always so bright when I take it off. Does that mean your feelings of Valdec are now strong enough? Won't get the Wendy's reference. Why not? I like Wendy's. Wendy's is good. But, man, okay, I'm gonna tell you about the worst hamburger I ever had. It was a Wendy's burger in Canada. It was the worst. It was literally the worst burger I've ever had in my life. And I've had a lot of burgers. But I don't know, there was just something about that Wendy's burger in Canada. It was like 90% sauce. And I'm like, what the f is up with this burger? We didn't have that commercial here. But yeah, it was just the worst burger. And I don't know why. I don't know why they thought this was a hamburger because it was so gross. I mean, I know "Where's the beef" as an advertising slogan. We just never had that ad. Was it French Canada? No, it was Toronto. It was in Toronto. Just such a bad hamburger. And I was like, who hurt you, Wendy's? Who hurt you? Okay. And I don't know who hurt them. They did have that commercial. Just Steve wasn't paying attention. I mean, 80s. I mean, I would have been, yeah, I would have been pretty young. Like, I only really know of it because, like, The Simpsons. Or, like, you know, cultural references that, like, America gives us. And we're just like, alright, America. Like, adopted by Panda in Canada. No, I didn't. Uh, yeah, that stops now because we don't have worry about it. Good. Shouldn't have a problem with science either. I don't know where my car is. I know I'll come across it at some point. Um, but yeah, find it. The car will show up eventually. I would really like to speed up the crushed limestone dropping off, so that way I can go and make fiberglass, because we are needing fiberglass, because it's the only thing that's going to keep me full in this, you know, trying time. I'm so hungry for fiberglass. We really don't have many trains moving, do we? That's all right. Okay, now we probably need to make sure that we actually have filters on this. Character's in the way. Character, get out of the way. Okay, so fiberglass box. If it's less than, okay, let's just do a few. SeiferKatts. Okay. Don't call me SeiferKatt for no reason. Equals 2. Which it currently doesn't. I wonder, actually. Could I build processor boxes now? No. No, I cannot. Okay, that's fine. How are we going with the memory circuits? They are slowly coming through. We might need to improve our production of them a little bit. But I feel like that's in that blank part which we don't have a very good connection. Nope, that's not helpful. Okay, so we've got that sorted. Now I'm just going to get that one sorted, which actually is almost done now that I look at it. Ooh, another train. 2 trains, and they didn't jam each other. How exciting. It's always exciting when my trains don't jam each other. I certainly don't expect it, I'll give you that. Power is good, although it's a little shaky right now. It looks like we are using the grid batteries right now, but hopefully it'll be okay. We're using the patented technology of crossing my fingers and hoping it's okay. Okay, so fiberglass should be being produced a little more reliably now. We really need it to go, what, this way? Yeah. Okay. So, transformers, concrete, and aluminium wires. Well, good news, here's some aluminium wires. That is actually some good news. Transformers. Dun, dun, dun. I don't know where they are. There's concrete, though. I'll take concrete. Okay. Pylons, how much more difficult are pylons going to get? Not actually as much, not that difficult, really. They can be a little bit of a pain, but not the worst. We still need to find transformers. They're hard to find because there's more than meets the eye with them. Nope, they're over here. There. Transformers, they refuse to look you in the eye. They're shy. We've got some shy Transformers over here, guys. Transformers, they are very shy. That works too. Okay, that's fine. Packaging 5. Okay. Ooh. Oh. We're really getting to the point that we need to make some of these demonstrations very soon. That's all right. We're almost there, to be honest. I know the one you're after. And I don't entirely approve. I don't not approve, though. You know, it might actually be better, honestly, if we did this, and they were just a little bit further away. Then you could be like, hang on, yeah, like that, like that, like that. Oh, it's gorgeous. Look at that. Oh, done it. What has he done? Crimes mostly. Okay, so we need substation ones, which are there. That's not hard to find. They're right there. Um, find it interesting how few substation ones we have. That's the sound of spaghetti being mixed. It's like a bang. Eventually, things always explode using less undergrounds. Don't worry, we'll use more undergrounds later. Find a place for undergrounds. Things always explode. Spaghetti, just anything. Anything explodes. I realize I could have just connected that to that, but it's fine. Okay, battery ones and sensor ones. Okay, so battery ones we should have all over the gosh darn place. In fact, that's them there. Not only are they all over the gosh darn place, they're literally where we need them right now. And that's exciting. I honestly couldn't have asked for a better deal. Did I add bees to that spat? No, it was like machine mixing because my arms were getting tired. What, you thought I was going to mix it by hand? No, I'm going to get tired arms. Okay, fiberglass is being made, albeit slowly. But it is being made. We could always add like another... Hi then, Spee. How you have fun? Take care. Looks like we need more furnaces down there and probably... Yeah, more furnaces may actually be required because I think we're underselling this. Sensor ones. Okay. I feel like something around here will be using sensor ones. It's trains, planes, automobiles. Sensor ones. There they go. I knew something around here would be using sensors. I think we are almost at the end of using sensor ones though. Okay. So let's do that. Let's limit those because we don't want infinites of those. So really, the thing that's slowing us down is just the lack of fiberglass right now. Okay, well, let's go make fiberglass, I suppose. So we're going to need more furnaces, which I don't think we ever picked up more after our last exhibition? I don't know. I get confused with that word. So we're just going to grab 100 of them, because if you're going to grab them, grab a lot. And let's also grab some of these. And finally, expedition. Yeah, not exhibition. That's a different word. I know. The underground city looks nice. Which underground city? What you playing? Or are you talking about something I'm doing? Because I'm not seeing an underground city, so I'm confused. I want to say Elden Ring, because Elden Ring had a nice underground city. Okay. Oh, you mean, the Spag Farm? Yeah, the Spag Farm's pretty bad. Um, but, you know, it gets the job done. You know it's bad, because I've never really looked at this properly, but it's like, how much spaghetti there is compared to how many assemblers there are. It's a lot of wasted space. That's fine. Looks like you probably shouldn't have come out. You probably should have just held your horses just for a second. How about you go back? Beep, 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 beep. Okay. Now you can try and go. Just step between the trains and get hit by it, but that's alright. You know, they say, if you get step between trains and you get hit by the train, that's good luck. They probably don't say that. Probably want yield modules here just to improve our titanium production. Also, I think you guys need to be doing this better. Yep, good. That means the titanium is being produced a bit better. Good, good, good. No, no, we can't put titanium in boxes just yet. Okay. We'll come back to that, though. We'll come back to it. And we'll also put yield modules here because rutile is a pain. And the more yield we can get from the rutile, probably the happier we'll be. How's rutile doing anyway? It's... not great, honestly. Not great. I feel like we've got sludge somewhere else that's just being thrown away, and I think we need to reclaim the sludge. What is happening with the sludge? Actually, a very intriguing question. What is happening with the sludge? It looks like nothing. Oh, wait, is that input? Oh, no, it's turning to bauxite. Okay, that's cool, that's cool. Okay, that's fine. But this is not where we were supposed to be. We were trying to increase fiberglass production, not anything else right now. Fiberglass is up there. Okay. We are running low on glass because we're running low on crushed limestone. And It's gone over there. Yeah, the problem with crushed limestone is everything just takes so long to unload. We kind of just need to go to the unloading stations and just give them these great stack inserters that can do 3 items at once. 3 items. Can you imagine it, folks? Could you imagine having an inserter doing 3 items at once? You don't need to imagine it. That could be a reality. That could be your reality. And in your reality, if you, I don't know how to love you, then I'll leave you be. And if you don't get that reference, that's totally fine too. My reality is 1 item at a time. Well, that's how reality is. Uh, that is vaguely going the wrong way, and it doesn't matter. Vaguely going the wrong way. Is it going the wrong way or not? Vaguely. I don't know what I'm going to do with all this Lumnia, but we'll figure that out another day. Yeah, I just thought when I got the stack inserter, it was going to do a little bit more than 2 items. And 3 was not that much better. Okay. So that gives us another load of this stuff, which if there's one thing I like, it's loads of stuff. We have also run out of belts again. Of course we have. Why wouldn't we run out of belts? Hey, Nuke. Yeah, oh god, it's a big mod. It's a pretty big one. Have you done other big mods, Xylan? Because this one's pretty sizable, I agree. Oh no, Nuke was right. I agree with Nuke. I mean, I always agree with Nuke. That's the rule of my life. I will agree with whatever Nuke tells me to do. I mean, maybe I shouldn't say that aloud, because he shouldn't know this. But it's still true. uh, good times, good times. All right, so did space exploration for a bit. And 3, yeah, yeah. I felt the first time I played space exploration, I kind of felt the same. Like I was like, I kind of wanted a little bit more at the start to be different, and I did get tired of it initially. But I think space exploration, once you get into, space, it really does open up. Um, I know that's probably the most obvious thing I've ever said. Maybe not ever, but it's pretty obvious. But it's like getting to space is a little bit of a slog, because when you pick up like a full conversion mod, you kind of expect to see a little bit of full conversion a little sooner than like 20 hours, 10, 20 hours. I don't know how long it took me. I'd have to go and check the the VODs. But by the way, Nuke, you've seen the new cat, right? I'll show you the new cat if you haven't seen it. or anyone who hasn't seen the new the new emote that I've made, well, got made, I didn't make it, but we've got this cat, just in case you haven't seen it, Nuke. I don't remember if I showed you guys. It's a good cat. I mean, the alternative of building lots of things to do the job of one is possibly better than what I did, which is build one. I just built like one single launch pad that just its job was to do all of it, and it sort of worked. There was also a Panic Party Cat. Yeah, that's true. Panic Party Cat's good. I just needed extra room in my slots, and I was like, hey, I'll turn one to an animated one. And turns out Panic Party Cat is way more exciting when moving than it was when it wasn't. So it's not something I'd anticipated, honestly, but hey, I'm glad people like it. That's a long cat there. Isn't it great? Kind of looks like the tail actually like is nudging up against the other part of the body, which is kind of funny. I don't think it's supposed to do that, but it is. But you know, who's going to tell a cat not to do something, right? It's a cat. Yeah, people do that sometimes. Okay, we need more memory circuits. If I had more slots, I'd have it so the cat can face each other without needing to be a modified one. But, or then you could have like a cat-dog situation, but it's just cat-cat, which is basically is not as flowing off the tongue. My poor little cat. Why is my cat doing this? Alright. I came here for belts and I completely forgot. Team stretch, alright. For those who stretch when I do, now is your time to stretch. Ow. You know it's a good stretch when you say ow after it. Oh, arm twitches, that's fun. Disclaimer, it's not actually that fun. It's just more concerning, honestly. Cthulhu. That'd be Nyan Lithotep, I believe. Which, that was a thing that Fantasy Flight did with the Arkham Horror card game. For April Fools, they made Barkham Horror, the middling of Meowlithotep. Which, no, Meowlithotep or Nyarlathotep? I think it was Meowlithotep, but they could have gone Nyan-Lithotep if they wanted to be weebs. But I think Fantasy Flight was already being weebs with L5R at the time. So, speaking of which, apparently they're going to be announcing things in the next few days. Because Gen Con. Nuke, anything I should be paying attention to in Gen Con? Anything good? Anything I should be excited about? Probably not. We'll see. Sometimes the exciting part about Gen Con is being excited about Gen Con and not about anything new coming out. Nay? Ah, that's distressing. Distressing is probably too harsh a word. I'm not actually distressed about the situation. Oh, look what they've done to my boy. Okay. Are we not? Are we doing this again? Yeah, we are. What? We can turn that off now, I think. So this might be a problem for later. This is a problem for future Seif. I mean, is a cat a deadly weapon, really? Aw, that's cute. I like it when cats are just like doing silly things and just they're really happy about it. I mean, yeah, surprise, surprise, likes a cat that is happy. Wow, how innovative. We're having power problems again, aren't we? Yes, we are. I wish I could find my car. I always lose it. Down there. Never mind. I'm gonna get my car so we can set up more power. Um, fiberglass. You know what? Let's go and do a fiberglass drop. Yeah, that's fine. It's going a really weird long way, but that's okay. Most of them are boxes. And apparently solar panel twos. And you know what? I hadn't really noticed. A lot of them are just putting things in boxes. It's fine. I'm never in that screen for that long. Okay, so my plan right now is to run into a rock. Mission successful. The cat from France likes to sing and dance. My cat likes to hide in boxes. I wonder where I could find that book. Probably the library if I think about it. Although it's probably going to have a lot of children spit all over it. No, our cat, well, plastic bags anyway, our cat really hated them. Yeah. Oh, our cat didn't, it wasn't that she hated plastic bags, she hated the sound of them. She wasn't going anywhere near them. We don't know why, but I only assumed that maybe like an accident happened with the cat and a bag, and it was just like, nope. Yeah, paper bags are safe for cats because they can scratch their way out of them. Whereas a plastic bag, it's, you know, you can suffocate in one of those things, and maybe that happened to the little kitty cat when she was a kitten before we had her. I don't know. But yeah, she hated the sound of plastic bags. She would just run a mile if she heard one. Or for those who use the correct units, she'd run a kilometer. Yeah, I mean, she just hated the sound of them, so we assume that something happened with her before we got her that made her scared of them. But maybe she just didn't like the sound of them, you know? I mean, you know, some people don't like the sound of nails on chalkboards, you know? Not saying something traumatic happened there, it's just they don't like the sound. I mean, maybe something traumatic did happen there, I'm not judging either. Bonk. Look, I'm trying to place wind turbines. Stop letting me run into things, game. I'm not really paying attention, and so that one rock that was just in the middle of nowhere, I should have been able to dodge it, but I didn't. Okay. I didn't know that was going to be a rock that I was gonna run into. Okay. I'm just running to every rock now. I've got no excuses. Hopefully this provides a bit of extra power to the base. I mean, it's not going to provide less power to the base, so I guess that's a promising, you know, it's an improvement. Clunk. Oh, I hate wind power so much. It's such a pain. But the most annoying part is when we're done with this, we're going to have to go and make, like, at some point, Turbine 3 is going to... Hey, how you doing? Welcome. Uh, how's your day going? Or morning. I never know what time of the day it is for people. I'm like at 10 o'clock at night, so time zones are weird, right? Ah, goodness. All right, so this is turning into a little bit of a wind farm along with, you know, some fun danger holes. I'm playing Nullius mostly. There's a couple of quality of life things such as Squeak Through, Finay, just so I know what the hell I'm making, Bottleneck Light. But yeah, that's what I'm mostly doing. Oh, Veldek, thank you so much for the gift sub. Meow, by the way. Meow. Just like a very casual meow that time. Um, and yeah, Veldek, you were too kind. You know that, right? Just so giving. Anyway, so we are... Okay, so we've added a lot of power, and we're still just nowhere better. And this is the problem with wind turbines that we really need to get under control. The wind turbines aren't really the problem. Well, they are. But the other problem is that when they crap out, they just provide... Donated subs don't trigger the usual sub sound. No, they don't. I was trying to think of a new sub sound that was something different, but I guess thanks to your support of jumping, everybody, jumping, some Korean words. That should... Maybe I could do that. I didn't really thought about it. Okay, has that improved things? I double checked that one, by the way, Ghost, and it should actually do that. I don't know why it wasn't. Hear the words? Damn, you are so into that line, aren't you? All I am is sincere. I am the most sincere person you'll ever meet. Oh, I couldn't even say that without laughing. Oh, goodness. Yeah, no, maybe not. I try. I'm just not great at it sometimes. Okay, so how are we doing? What about health shamming someone? I know you're actually making a point here, but I just I don't know what my point was. What was my point? You may never know. All right, we should be making more fiberglass now, so that should be good. What I think I need to do... No, I was going to say I should build some of those heat things so that way we can get more Stirling engines. But I think we'll wait until Stirling engine 2s. I think it'll be alright. Power looks to be sort of okay now. Yeah, look, wind turbines are going up. I love as wind turbines go up, everything else goes down. But grid batteries are still being used, which is concerning. I hate wind turbines. They're the worst. They're not actually. I just like complaining. Okay. Substations. Science complete. Okay. Anyway, that didn't really do as much as I needed it to do. I guess next we're going to place 2 large tank 2s. Okay. Now, I think the problem we're going to have with large tank 2s is I don't think we ever built large tank 1s. So I guess that's something else we're going to build. Reinforced concrete. Textile, steel rod, steel wire, sand, cement, gravel, and water. Man, yeah, what a demonstration, right? Just throw them down. It just needed to place them. They've been placed. It's not about demonstration, it's about sending a message. The message was, I don't have time for this shit. Okay, I have time for this shit. Well, hey, look, at least if it's when you visit, that's still something, right? We look at wind turbine 3s. Oh, after physics. Okay. How difficult is physics when we get there? You can't make individual physics, that's interesting. So you need to make substation engine 2s, or substation 2s, which is good because we make those already. Uh, oh god. That's gonna suck. Hey Solburn, how you doing, buddy? I'm gonna wear the mask because I just want to. Don't mind me. I just chose to wear the mask on my own accord. Not because Solburn told me to or anything. Baka. Today I'm being today. Why? Because. Because, yeah. Okay, reinforced concrete's gonna suck, by the way. 7 inputs. Yeah, we started doing mass production. All we've really done in mass production so far is getting rid of the mineral dust. But that's been done. Mess production today. I mean, isn't it mass production every time I play a game on stream? I don't know why I had specify on the stream. Like, it implies that it's not mass production every time I play a game. Okie dokie. We're gonna make large tanks and we're gonna make large tank 2s. Reinforced concrete. Okay, so reinforced concrete. What of these is actually difficult? Why is it so pricey? Ask a dev. I don't know, man, but it is. I mean, some of these things are easy. Some of them's a pain. So what we're going to do is we're going to... Why does it need textiles? Again, I don't know, man. Ask a dev. It just does. I can't answer those questions. I wish I could. Truly, I do. Okay, we're going to follow this tank. Where's it going? I don't know. Do 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 do. Well, the good news is that's not too far away from where we're building at the moment. But there was another tank. I just want to make sure that we're not reinforced with weave fabric. That would make sense, yeah. Yeah, let's continue following this and go this way. See where this one goes. Oh, that goes to the priority compressors. I do not use the compressors. It's actual tech. Is it now? I didn't know they use textiles. I assume it'd be like a rather rigid textile though, right? That's cool. Okay, and then we want to sort of weave. Not rigid, but good tensile strength. Okay, sorry, that's probably more what I meant. That's a valid correction to make though. Like fiberglass, carbon fiber, or composite. Oh, you know what? It's carbon fiber. Because they're textiles. Sorry, I only just saw your the conclusion for your joke, Solburn. Buddy. Nah, that's all good. Okay, so we got medium tank. Can we get something else in here as well? Can we get relief valves? They might be good. If you think about it, relief valves are epic, right? Because that means there's less work on the valve store. Uh, Going the wrong way. I don't like him there. Is Indian Vindaloo spicy? I suppose that's more of a question for Valdak as opposed to me. He, he's the Vindaloo master who was eating the Vindaloo the other day. Yeah, I know what you're doing. I look at the Discord. Wow, I'm making it sound like I'm really watching you. No, I just look at the Discord occasionally like, oh, Valdak's eating Vindaloo, huh? Good on him. Ow, sorry. Uh... Oh, this is absolute chaos. How much are you in the danger zone? I don't know. Are you taking a highway? Oh, what? Because of the Full Metal Alchemist joke? Not at all. What? Did my response not just continue on your joke? That's what my response is for. I've been looking at that meme, like that sort of thing, a lot lately. It's come up in my social media a lot because of like one person just harassing people. My keyboard doesn't have the dots. We don't have dot language. Oh, that sounds offensive. We don't. Hello. Oh, stopping what? I'm not being offensive. Not intentionally. Yeah, I got snacks. Use copy and paste. Yeah, but I thought I'd say it how I say it because I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong. Nah, I wasn't bothered. If I'm ever actually bothered by something I'm seeing in chat, you'll know. I don't make it unclear. It's when I use my, I was gonna say dad voice, but I guess that's kind of what it is. You know, the part where it's like, you know, it's all very fun and good, but we're not messing around now. You know, we've all had fun. Calm it down. And that's the first one you get. You first get a ha ha ha. We've all had fun, but we don't need to do that again. And then the next one is, all right, we're not doing that again. You understand? But so no, you're all good with that. There's nothing wrong with the inseparable relationship, like friendship between a girl and her dog. They're inseparable. You know, I'll go ask Panda. Just a second. Do you like spicy food? She does. What is the spiciest food you... Thinking. He's thinking. Had a very hot pepper, but not a ghost pepper. Okay. A hot pepper pickle, but not a ghost pepper, so I'd assume something less than that. But she doesn't know the name of it. There you go. She does like spicy food. She knows I don't like spicy food though, so she had to change her cooking because I... Sorry? What was that? Oh, you did have a spicy meal at the Malaysian restaurant. I didn't. No, Panda likes spicy food. I can't handle it though. I sweat so much. And cry. And then Panda feels bad because I'm crying, so it doesn't happen. Some would say I'm weak, but honestly, I think I'm just strong. I wouldn't worry about it. Okay. So then we just need to get concrete and steel cables. Ooh, aesthetics, cosmetic customization of landscape. Hang on, hang on. So it's aesthetic, it's purely aesthetic. Why do they need different resources? That's so mean. Dies are costly in real life. I mean, yeah, I suppose they are. I like how the hazard concrete requires yellow and black concrete, because you've got to make it like a B. Fascinating. No, we gotta finish this first. I was like saying, we can get our truck, but we can't. The Isaacs. A bee, don't step on it. I mean, it's hazard concrete. What are you gonna do? Not step on a bee? Yeah, that's a valid point. You shouldn't step on the bee. Especially if you're a dog. You're correct there. Alright. So we need steel cable and concrete. Both of those should be fairly easy to source. Steel cables are down here. Which is easily sourced, in fact. And concrete is just as easily sourced, if you'd believe that. If you will not, then I don't really know how I can help you with that. Would you believe that concrete's easy to find? Easy to find. Would you would you believe that? For the pipe upgrades, different pipes could have different throughput after the fluids. Oh, really? Hmm. I thought I thought ages ago there was no other um types of pipes. Of course, I'm wrong quite often on those sorts of things, but medium assembler. We don't need to do large assembler on this. That's true, I suppose. Large tank, which is what they used to call me in high school. No, they didn't. Okay. Large tank twos. Now we need reinforced concretes. Which, do we need a lot of these? Kinda, yeah, actually. Yeah, we do. Okay. So we need quite a bit of reinforced concrete. Here's the question. Is it worth building reinforced concrete in another part of the base? And my answer is no. It's not. What it might be worth doing, however, is building reinforced concrete like in here. Or maybe, or maybe up here. Because what do we need for it? We need steel, sand, cement. We have all those things around here. That's actually, no, where I was looking at first was the best place. Okay, so we need flirtation cells. Good for flirting. Okay, well first off, let's get water. The easiest thing to get, but that's why we're getting it first. Hold up. Wait a second. What is all, oh, that's sandstone. That's not mineral dust. I was like, are we wasting all this mineral dust? Actually, I think there is some mineral dust we are wasting, but I think that numbers have gone down quite a bit. Um, okay, sea pumps. Come on, I know there's sea pumps around here somewhere. There we go. Sea water intake 1. Okay, you know what? If we do that, and then we upgrade it. There we go. I don't even need to look for it anymore. But laziness knows no bounds. Okay. Hydro plant. Saline water. Yep, sure, why not? And then we distill the saline water into fresh water. Oh, yeah. Outfall pump, that's technically the wrong one, but really, you're gonna be like that? Rude. Okay, good. And then the fresh water can, there we go. Power that up. Possibly chuck some efficiency modules in there just to be a little bit more conscientious. Every now and then it's good to be a bit conscientious. I'm looking at these grid batteries and I'm thinking, oh, you know what we do have? We've got these substation 2s, which are decently better than the substation 1s. Is it worth considering more accumulators at some point? The answer to that is yes. Wasn't really much of a question. Okay. Cement, gravel, sand. Okay. So around here somewhere. It was up here, that's right. Cement, gravel, sand. Okay, that's cement, gravel, and sand. How do we get that out of here? Okay. So we want to get both of them out of here. Long pipes do help. Oh yeah, that's true. Okay. So that'll get gravel and sand out. Cement might be a bit of a problem. Can we upgrade these? Yes. Oh, those long pipes were cool. I like those long pipes. They were fun. Yes, that's a good one. I like that this is a joke that everyone makes now. That pleases me. Panda, on the other hand, absolutely hates that joke because I make it so often. Hmm? That's what they used to call me in high school. You don't hate it? Oh, that's true, you do. Okay, never mind. She has corrected me. She doesn't hate it. Means I should double down on it. It is a very much a that's. Oh, it's almost like a that's what she said joke. Like it's usually a little dodgy. It's usually a little risque, you know, but it's fun. Uh, where did we get this concrete from? A joke that everyone makes how they called me in high school. Yeah, well, that one's a bit darker. That's good though. No, seriously, where's this concrete coming from? Oh. Oh. From the underground, yeah. It's like that one little tile where you don't even really see the concrete that it's coming from. That was tricky. From the upside down. That's a thing from a show that I don't watch. But I really should. You know, speaking of shows that I haven't watched and probably should, I don't know how I feel. Well, it's not really a show. It's not even out. I don't know how I feel about the trailer for the D&D movie. I'm kind of excited about it. Stranger Things season 4 was apparently really good. Yeah, Panda said so. She enjoyed it. The D&D movie is like generic. I mean, it looks kind of fun. I kind of want to check it. Well, I mean, you say generic, but I mean, it has like a whole bunch of D&D monsters and tropes and stuff. Like, I was talking to another friend of mine who's another DM, and we were sort of discussing how it was just nice to see, oh, you see a dragon, and like everyone sees dragons, but it's a black dragon. It's not breathing fire because it's a black dragon. And we just kind of geeked out about that because we were like, how often do you get it in a movie or anything where they're like, oh yeah, we've got a dragon that breathes fire, and it's like, but it's a white dragon. Dragons don't breathe fire. It's like, oh, we don't really care. It's like, no, black dragons breathe acid, and we were very happy about that. I know it's a silly thing to be happy about, but nerds, right? Uh, the new one, maybe the new one. Yeah. I mean, look, it looks like a generic fancy trope movie. I mean, I think it looks fun. Imagine they're based on Critical Role. I mean, they've got an animation show. I don't care. I don't care about Critical Role. I just don't. I'm glad people do. I'm glad people enjoy Critical Role, but I don't care. That's really what it comes down to. I mean, if people like it, great. If they like, Critical Role is so big, and I'm just like, and in some ways, I like Critical Role, and this is kind of like a partly I'm not entirely wrong because Matt Mercer agrees this is a problem, but where Critical Role is sort of like just this thing that's taken a life of its own, and people go, "Oh, this is what D&D should be," and it's like, nah, D&D is not that. D&D is only that when you've got like a bunch of paid actors. You just hate that you don't have time to play D&D anymore. Ah, that's a shame. I mean, if you've got a group of good people that are just, yeah, D&D can be that, but it's not that. Really, D&D in its base form is a bunch of people sitting around making dumb jokes at each other and then getting really excited because someone rolled a good number. Like, I know it's a lot more than that. Of course it is. Like, I've been playing D&D for 15, 20 years. Oh, God. But boy, that math didn't feel good in my head. But and there's been different phases of it, of course, and it's it's a different game. I don't. Do I make steel wires? I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out right now. And oh, is this? Nope, that's just steel. I've got to go through the bus when I had it. Do I make steel wires? Maybe I don't. Yeah, I mean that's just LARPing of sort, or not LARPing, but it's just. I mean, let's be honest. That's just being an asshole. That I put on my robe and wizard hat, and that was the whole point of it. The whole point of that whole I put on my robe and wizard hat is just a guy being an asshole to someone. I mean, that's fine. Like we all enjoy watching someone be an asshole to people because it's good fun. It's funny, right? Ha ha ha! A guy is an absolute like nerd and is rude to some woman. Ha ha ha! Where she just wanted to ERP and he's like, hey, I put on my robe and wizard hat, baby. And that's good fun. But he wasn't rude. I mean, he got that way. It got pretty rude. Yeah, maybe true. I'm not really here to debate the rudeness of the blood ninja meme. I don't know what I am here for to do, actually, now that I mention it. But, maybe not. Maybe not. Oh, good. Our inventory is... Your inventory is full. You know what? I think it's time for a crap box. We haven't had one of these in a while. My base is spaghetti? Yeah. I'm glad you noticed. Not only my base is spaghetti, also my inventory is spaghetti. Also, I'm spaghetti, I've been told. But yeah, D&D is a good game, and all I really want is just some D&D tropes. I mean, heard mom spaghetti. No, what you heard is your spaghetti. Like I personally am spaghetti. Um, I mean, look, the D&D trailer has an owlbear. Like, who doesn't want to see a freaking owlbear? What a weird monster! It goes hoot. Oh, goodness. Anyway, you know what? Actually, Wes, you're right. I think I got to go to work. I got to go to work tomorrow as well, and I think I've got to patch it up for the patch it up, call it for the night. There we go. Use the correct words, please, Steve. But let's just get this over to where it needs to be. We need steel wires. Better an owl bear than a rune bear. I don't know what a rune bear is. What is a rune bear? Steel rod and lubricant. Ugh. I love it. Oh yeah, no, those bears suck. But they don't hoot either, so it's a different situation. Anyway, you know what? I am actually going to call it for the night. I don't want to. I don't want to make another thing right now. I'll make it on Saturday. So, boy, yeah, that's an interesting start to any game, Veldek. I agree. How what? Yep. That's a game that we aimed right there. Anyway, we're gonna call it. The cats explode. They always do that. I can't stop the exploding cats. Can't stop exploding cats. Okay. Thank you very much for watching today, everyone. If you enjoyed today and you're not currently following, please do consider giving a follow. I would really appreciate it. That'd be the best way for you to come back and witness this whole thing. I don't know what's up with that. Sorry, hit my microphone. If you've really enjoyed today, you can also subscribe or donate or cheer bits, but don't feel like you have to. It's totally up to you. I'm going to keep doing this free regardless. Up to you. If you just want to support me, appreciate it. I stream 4 nights a week. That's Monday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, with Sunday being my variety day of playing Crusader Kings 3, where we are currently eating people. And people don't like us eating people. That's on us. Also, there are the socials, which I'm just going to link there. You can go to youtube.com/SeiferKatt, and that's where you can find the YouTube channel where all my Factorio videos are, and there is hundreds of hours of Factorio there if you want to watch them. You have a boring day at work, chuck on a couple of videos. It'll get you through it. There was a train just there. You can also go to the Discord there as well, which is where you can find me outside my regular streaming hours. Of course, subbing, by the way, does give you access to that really cool cat emote. Look at that cat. He's so long. He's such a long boy. I love him so much. Anyway, with that, I am done. Thank you, everyone, for being here, and I'll hopefully catch you next time. Take care, everyone.